Welcome back to another video. I'm with Spurs fan Dean outside the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Today, Tottenham were due to play Manchester United in the Premier League. That game has been cancelled and the West Ham United home game has been cancelled, and we are going to be discussing what is next for the Premier League. Will the Premier League continue this season? So, I'm with Spurs fan Dean. Today at 4:30, Tottenham were meant to play Manchester United at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. We have just walked around the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. It is extremely quiet, as you can imagine. Not many staff working at all as well. Dean, this coronavirus seems to be ruining everything at the moment.
Yeah.
The Premier League is now on hold until the 4th of April. The correct decision for you?
Oh, without a doubt, yeah. I mean, I can't see it being restarted this season. I just can't. I mean, they're talking about shutting the schools for 16 weeks. If they shut the borders and sort of isolate us as an island pretty much, I think that's going to be the next step, and I can only see that happening in the next week or so. So yeah, it's got to be that. But it's strange, you're getting conflicting reports by they're saying what we want to do is get everybody to get it at some point. Which is like when we were kids, everybody used to send, if somebody had chicken pox, you'd all go around there and you'd all get it. But if they want everybody to have it, then why stop all the sporting events? So until we know exactly what's going to be happening with the coronavirus and how bad it's going to be.
Well, all of the European leagues, a lot of the leagues across the world, even America, they closed all of their leagues down. Yep. They postponed all the games. Thursday evening, an announcement came out from the Premier League stating that the Premier League games this weekend would go ahead as normal.
Yep.
Within, half an hour, Arsenal Football Club then put out an announcement stating that Mikel Arteta has got the coronavirus. Leicester players, Everton, even Friday morning, their players have been affected as well. Lots of Premier League clubs then said, they can't play games, They would be postponed. And then the Premier League had an emergency meeting, and then they made a new decision on Friday to then close the Premier League down until the 4th of April. Where does it leave the likes of Liverpool Football Club? Because Liverpool are just miles ahead of everyone else.
Yep.
Surely, in my opinion, they have to finish this season in the Premier League. No matter what month they finish it, it just has to be done, because when you've got the likes of Manchester City, although it's unlikely, but it is mathematically possible that they can win the league.
Yeah.
Same as it's mathematically possible that Tottenham could get a Champions League spot.
Yeah.
So what's your views on that?
I think, obviously you've got the cup competitions, so you've got the FA Cup, so that could possibly be shelved. But at the same time, you've got the Euros coming up. So I think if you look at the Bundesliga, La Liga, they've all got to catch up as well. So if you scrap the Euros, it then gives everybody a chance to catch up. And I think that's going to be the way they're going to have to go forward.
I agree. I think that they should, if this carries on for much longer, which it looks like it will, I think that they need to perhaps move the Euros until 2021.
Yeah, I don't. It's going to have to happen. Something's got to give, and you can't keep playing all those games. And if there's still travel bans in place, how are you going to get to the Euro competitions anyway? Yeah. So I think the Euros are going to have to go. They may still, because obviously the FA Cup that may even get shelved. So I think they've got to finish the Premier League. I think because obviously all the club owners are going to want to finish the Premier League.
You say that. West Ham, the West Ham board, Karen Brady, she said, "Well, just scrap the Premier League."
Yes, only because they're a couple of points off of not being relegated. So I can see you coming up with that one. Yeah.
Our former chairman, Lord Sugar, said on Twitter that he would give it to Liverpool. Now he would give the Premier League to Liverpool, let the season end, and then the teams in the Champions League spaces now would get the Champions League for next year. How on earth, if you did something like that, how on earth would the people in the teams in the relegation zone, Leeds United, top of the Championship, how would all that work?
It would be an absolute nightmare. So I can't see that happening. They're going to have to play it to the end. no matter when we start it, so they're going to not have a pre-season. So there'll be no Euros and no pre-season. It will run up and then the new season will start. And that's the only way they're going to be able to do it, if it starts at all. Obviously, if this coronavirus keeps going and going and going, they're going to have some sort of contingency plan. Say, look, we're going to have to scrap it. We're going to have to sort of reset it. Nobody wins the Champions League. Nobody wins any of the Premier League, the Championship. Nobody gets relegated. Everybody stays as it is and resets as last year, which would be great because obviously we'll be back in the Champions League again.
But surely though, Dean, like Spurs for instance, we've played 29 Premier League games, we've got 9 left. Surely, even if the Premier League was to return in say 2 months' time, even if we left it 2 months, surely they're going to have to just cram those games in, even if you were playing Saturday, Wednesday, and so on. Surely they have to finish this Premier League season.
Yeah, because it's doable. It is absolutely. I mean, it is doable.
Even if it was in the summer.
Yeah. And people wouldn't mind that because obviously it'd be nice to play in that sort of, in the weather. But yeah, the cup competitions will have to go, and the Euros will have to go. I can't see them doing a complete reset. But yeah, for a Spurs fan, and it's horrible because the coronavirus it was obviously like
awful.
Yeah, absolutely awful, and people are sort of. It's affecting everybody's business, it's affecting families. But if you go and be selfish here,
there's on my YouTube channel, on my Twitter, etc. There's been a lot of people, tongue in cheek, joking about it, saying, you know, the coronavirus has saved Tottenham's season.
Yeah.
It's a dreadful thing to say because, of course, people are dying and you know, heavily affected by the coronavirus. But even Jose Mourinho last month said, I want this season to end. And then a month later, it's suddenly looking like it's going to end.
Yeah. Is he the harbinger of doom? But no, I mean, you've got the thing you've got to look at is they're doing it for the right reasons.
Yeah,
I still don't think it's gone far enough, but and I think that it's not going to be a couple of weeks. It's going to be a couple of months, maybe.
What is it with this country, though, Dean? Because even I put a tweet out the other day saying, what on earth is wrong with this country? Because all of the other countries across the world seem to act very, very quickly and think that football, you know, as much as we all love to watch football, there are more important things. Of course there are. Health must come first before football. And even Boris Johnson, our Prime Minister, it was like, you know, just carry on with it. The Premier League, just carry on with it.
Yeah, we've got to stop that. This carry on regardless, the carry on spirit. Yeah, it was a thing. It was the banner that carried through wars and stuff. This is totally different. It's football. It's sport. It's not life changing.
Yeah.
But this virus is.
Yeah.
So you know, you got to do what's right for the families. You've got to do what's right for like people and friends that are close to you. Football's, I mean, it's just a secondary issue.
So let me ask you, if the Premier League said, that's it, the season's ended, we're not playing any more games for this season, we're going to start fresh next season, what happens with the title? Do you give it to Liverpool, in your opinion, if it was your choice?
I mean, they're 2 games away, aren't they? They're 2 games away. Yes, you're talking about maths and everything else, but you've got to give it to them. As much as I hate to give it to them.
What about the Champions League places?
I think we should help them. No.
Do you think it should be based on last season's?
Yeah, it's one of those, isn't it? You can't. There's still all to play for. There's still so, you know, they're still so close.
Yeah.
But you've either got to do a complete reset, or you've got to where we stand now.
Yeah, but how can you give Liverpool the league, and then you can't give anyone else the? No,
but it's not only that. You're looking at Norwich and Villa. That's them. They go back down.
How do you think that they're going to deal with it though? Because you've got to think as well. Players' contracts are running out. So if it did go into the summer, what happens with the players' contracts?
Oh, it's a complete mess. It's going to be a complete mess. So you're going to have to push it back and push it back and push it back until at some point something breaks. Whereas they can say, look, we can't do it. We won't be able to restart a new season. But it happened in the NFL.
Yeah.
when the towers went down, they pushed that back. And from then on, it's always been like a week or 2 weeks later than it used to always be. So things change, and it will have to change.
Even though Tottenham aren't in the FA Cup, I think that we would all have a different opinion if Tottenham were still in the FA Cup if we beat Norwich. But do you think do you think it's the right decision if that was scrapped? Just to concentrate on the Premier League? Yeah,
they've got to. I mean, it's a competition, but again, it's money. All this revolves around the amount of money, the TV rights, for somebody, no disrespect to Norwich, but for somebody like Norwich to get all that TV coverage. Yeah. So I mean that can sort of make or break their season. Yeah. But they've got to look at the long-term thing. They've got to look at what's actually physically happening. And if it is like I say, so many people are losing their lives, so many people are losing their friends, health, whatever it is. Football's football, but this is proper serious stuff. As much as we love the game, we come down here on a Sunday when nothing's happening, nothing's playing, but it's still our team, and it will always be our team. Like I've said to you, I mean, when I lost my dad, we put him in the box. He was in his Spurs shirt, tie, and even had a program in his hand because that's how much it meant to him. Yeah. But life after that still goes on. So you got to sort of put the football to one side and it's life.
Then just quickly, if the 9 games go ahead and Tottenham play the 9 games, where will Tottenham finish in the Premier League? Are you confident that Tottenham will get a European spot, and I mean Europa League or Champions League? It looks like, and it has been reported by the Evening Standard in the last couple of days, that next week Heung-min Son could return to training.
I know.
And then if these 9 games are going to be played, it looks like Heung-min Son and Harry Kane would be back for them. So could Tottenham get that European spot?
And Sissoko.
And Sissoko?
So, it does put a completely different spin on it because of what's happening and the delay. There are a lot of teams out there that are now not training. Their training centres are all shutting down. They've all gone up, I've been told, to self-isolate. But reports are out there that Spurs are still training.
Yeah, they are.
So, again, does that give us more advantage? You know what it's like when you have like the summer off and the pre-season. You lose that sharpness. It only takes a couple of 3 weeks and that's it.
But Jose Mourinho has said, ever since he was appointed Spurs boss in November, he has said that he wants time with the players. And surely this is the time. So when we do come back, everyone should be sharp, ready, fit, and raring to go.
Oh yeah, I mean they are. I mean, but again, it only takes one player to get to contract it, wipes everybody else out because they can't be around because he might have had that. So therefore, let's all step back and let's all sort of isolate.
So will Tottenham get the European place? Do you think?
As horrible as it sounds, this has probably helped Tottenham, and they've got a chance. I don't think they'll get Champions League. I think they'll get Europa League.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let us know all of your thoughts in the comments section below, whether you agree with Dean or disagree with Dean. Stay safe. See you again soon. Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, Spurs.
Just before you go, just to let you know that the nominations are now open for the Football Content Awards 2020. The event will be held in May at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. What a fantastic venue to hold such an event. I was very, very lucky to win the award last year for the Best Club Content Creator. So thank you very much for everyone who voted. I really, really appreciate it. It was a dream come true to win this at the Etihad Stadium. If you would like to vote, all of the details are below in the comments section and the description section as well. All of the links and all of the details. You can either vote on their website, through Instagram or on Twitter, but all of the details are below. And you just hashtag Best Club Creator or Best Content Creator. So thank you very much for all your support. And all of the nominations close on midnight on the 31st of March. Come on, you Spurs.